There's a lot of hype and expectations for this bag online, and when you have two former designers of Goruck and Patagonia, then the bar has been set pretty high. Can they meet or even exceed expectations? When it comes down to editing, sculpting or just optimizing things, you take away stuff until you only got the best or most necessary left. And this bag to me is the embodiment of this approach. Those of you who know my videos know that when I review an item, I like to show you the positives, but I prefer to show you mostly the negatives, as these make it more easily for you to evaluate if the item is for you. Nowadays, most of the items, starting from a certain price category, usually are pretty great. For instance, flagship phones or cameras are mostly good, but have maybe one or two flaws, and the question is, can you live or work around these flaws? So before we go into all the positives and negatives of the CPL24, here is a quick rundown of all the basics of the bag. 24 liters capacity, 500D HT nylon with PU coating and silicone finish, BEEFY YKK zippers, clamshell opening, one big main compartment with bright inner lining and one pouch for documents. Two compartments in the lid, one aligned sideways. Outside, a huge front quick access compartment with a side zipper. A laptop compartment with a side zipper, big top handle, big side handle and some very comfortable shoulder straps. So I used this bag a lot for work. My daily loadout consisted of my mechanical keyboard, which is made out of aluminium by the way and does have some weight to it, this zigzag pouch with my charger and Logitech mouse, a Gorilla Pod for my camera, this big aluminium bottle and my MacBook Pro. Not really shown are my extended EDC and some small items like snacks and a notebook. So overall pretty much stuff. With this stuff the bag weighs around, I would say about 10 kilos. But the shoulder straps and the back panel are contoured to almost hug your back. Further, this way the laptop doesn't push against your spine. And obviously that way carrying this bag is extremely comfortable. So as I said in the beginning, Evernote basically has minimized everything to the most essential, at least to my eye. And this also reflects in the overall appearance of the bag. While it does have some heft to it and it does look serious, it is still very toned down for the urban environment and the office. Once you are in the office, unloading the bag is quite easy, like almost any clamshell opening bag for that matter. And speaking of unloading, the front quick access compartment is huge and just like the main compartment, it has a bright inner lining to easily find your stuff. But now we can start with the negatives. Okay, this is basically a nitpick or rather a suggestion for improvement. This compartment is so big that many of the items just slide to the bottom and accumulate down here. So having a divider or separate pockets, like on the invisible backpack for instance, would help a lot. Okay, continuing with nitpicks or suggestions for improvement. The laptop compartment is great. It is huge and I would believe that this can fit lots of different laptops. But why isn't this a suspended compartment? Considering that this compartment is so big, the laptop can move around inside quite a bit, and having the compartment either suspended or having some padding at the bottom would give me a lot of ease of mind when dropping the bag to the ground a little too fast. I actually just put a tissue pack at the bottom so my MacBook always rests on this pack when I stand the bag on the ground. And speaking of standing the bag on the ground, one negative of the fabric is that it is a dirt, dust and hair magnet, dog hair in particular. While I really like this material, it did pick up dust and dirt quite fast the last few days. To be fair, it is winter in Hamburg and the streets are full of salt, snow and dirt, but even in the first few days, just checking the bag at home, dust and dog hair stick to the bag very noticeable. Okay, next are the top handle and the side handle. These are very big and easy to grab. Furthermore, they are well positioned and well balanced. But inside there is an aluminium rigid stay that in theory is great to keep the shape and give you more to grab, but in practice it did cut into my hands quite a bit with all the weight inside. so a little bit more padding would help in this regard. I really enjoy using the Evergoods CPL24, and I think it will go into my list of my favorite bags. And some of you have asked me, do I prefer this bag over the Goruck GR0, which is now called GR1 21 liters. And to be quite honest, if you consider that one of the Evergoods team members is a former Goruck designer, this is a valid question. But to be quite honest, this is a very difficult question to answer, as both bags offer different purposes. To me, the CPL24 is more for the office or urban environment, and I wouldn't shy away to take the bag to an office meeting, for instance. While the GR0 is a little bit more military and probably, or I assume, more durable and doesn't pick up dirt that much, but more importantly is modifiable because of the moly. So to me there isn't a clear answer on which bag I prefer. I actually like both of them for different reasons. But going back to the Evergoods CPL24, this bag is awesome. I really like the look, it has the right amount of features, the straps are so comfortable to carry. Okay, the material does pick up dirt a little bit too much, but I still like the material quite a lot. And speaking of the design is very serious, but toned down enough so you can take it to the office or to any activity in the city for that matter. So if you're looking for a great bag with a solid feature set, durable and comfortable construction that doesn't necessarily scream military, then I can highly recommend the Evergoods CPL24. Okay, there's one more thing to mention. I am right-handed, and when I pick up the bag and shoulder the bag, I always put the backpack on my right shoulder. The CPL24 is designed that when you one-strap it on the left shoulder, you can easily get to the front compartment without taking off the bag completely. So when I wear the bag on my right shoulder, this doesn't work obviously. And I have seen this issue with many other bags as well. So my question to you is, when you pick up a bag or one-strap carry the bag, do you pick it up first with the right hand or the left hand? And do you carry it on your right shoulder or on your left shoulder? Please let me know in the comments below. And like always, if you have any more questions, please comment below as well. And if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell icon so you won't miss next videos. Thanks.